welcome. Dude, I just laid on the ground to do my stretches because I've thrown my back out for the fourth time in 6 months. And I thought, let's do the December reads. No planning whatsoever. It's New Year's Day. My back's been out since the day after Christmas. So that was Friday. It is Thursday. I'm impressed I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting like on my legs. You're going to see me shift around really poorly. It's the most mobile I've been since Friday. Ooh. I went to dear friend's house for New Year's Eve. I didn't know if I could make it. I laid on the ground for the most of the part of it, but they're lovely and they didn't care. And like a lot of people laid on the ground with me. Wow, I have amazing friends. Okay, I'm gonna open up my Goodreads and just do this. It's been a freaking hell of a year, a hell of a 6 months, four back flares, I guess I've been calling them. Lost the dear Porco. Just trying to survive, man. It's been very hard. Okay, I'm gonna speed freaking read this. I don't even have water by me. Oh wow, I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books in December. Wow. Okay, first book I finished in December was Don't Let the Forest In by C.G. Drews. It is a YA queer boarding school situation where monsters are attacking them. I listened to this. I didn't think too hard about it. It was just kind of there. I had a good time. There were some twisties that I was not anticipating. And a lot of horror people like this book. So Don't Let the Forest In was fun. I know people in my life that I think would love it. I was like middle of the road. It was fine. I gave it 3 stars. But it was like a nice horror-y time for sure. The next book I finished was Lincoln and the Bardo by George Saunders. I read this book in 2018, I think. Let's check. Yes, March of 2018 was the first time I read it. And I wasn't like reading that much at that point in my life. And I remember just being like blown away by this book and being like, wow, that's so smart and different and unique and funny and heart-wrenching, and it just literally blew my mind, this book. It is about, famously, historically, President Lincoln's young son passed away in the White House. I think my camera's crooked. Wow. Anyway, his son passed away, Willie, and heartbreaking, right? Like there was like a party at the White House when he was really sick and all the people were talking. And this book is fiction, but it is filled with like, it goes back and forth between like recountings of like historical writing about the night and like just historical nonfiction, but half of them are made up to like fill the story. I was very confused the first time I read it. And the other half is, I feel like this is a spoiler a little, but it's not. You can pick up on it right away if you're paying attention, but it's all ghosts. It takes place in the cemetery that Willie is brought to, and it is these spirits encountering Willie and trying to guide him and saying like, you need to move on, like this is no place for a boy, but these other spirits all have reasons why they're hanging on, and it is funny and heartbreaking. Hi, Annie. It was hard to read right after losing Pork. Like, it got me good a few times. Wow. The grief that Lincoln has for his son, just like dagger to the heart. I can't speak highly enough about this book. Oh, okay. It is so good. Can you tell I'm leaning? Anyway. Lincoln and the Bardo, 5 stars. I found out that my friend Leah also, this was one of her favorite books, so we read it for the Friend Book Club, and they indulged us, and I had a really good time, and I cried a lot. welcome to 2025. I Cheerfully Refuse by Leaf Anger. This is a near future dystopian set on Lake Superior. It is an epic adventure. I got to see the author speak actually this fall, and he talked kind of like about his inspiration of like mythology and like the Odyssey and the Iliad and these great adventures. And it's this man just trying to survive on Lake Superior. Like a terrible chain of events kind of unfolds, and he gets wrapped up in things he doesn't want to be wrapped up in. It's a big cast of characters. A lot happens. It's like definitely an adventure book, which is not generally my thing. But I had a really good time with this one. He is a beautiful writer. I want to read more of him. And it was a book club pick for Books and Mortar, but I was reading it the week the book club was, and I was just having a good time, and I didn't have enough time to finish. And I was like, I'm not gonna rush this one just for the sake of rushing it, because I'm enjoying it and I want to enjoy it, but I also didn't want to get spoilers by going. So I had a really good time with this one. I think I gave it 4 stars. Probably could be 5 as well. 4 to 5. I gave it 4. Recommend for sure. I gotta go get my water. I'm gonna talk while I crawl away to get my water. Okay, the next book was Blood Over Brighthaven, and I just dropped my phone and I don't remember the author. I think it's M.L. Wong. You hear that? I got the water. Okay. Walking would have been easier at this point, but I believe it's Don't Drop the Water, Elizabeth. M.L. Wang. I did it. Wow, cool. Blood Over Brighthaven. This is a dark academia, fantasy, new magic tale. Very academia based. There's a lot of explaining of how the magic works in like a university setting, like a test. Like our main character is like the first high mage, and it starts out with her doing her test to become a high mage and see if she can become the first woman high mage. But it is also just a tale about caste systems and racism, basically, in these made-up lands. And I listened to this, and I totally made up lands, but definitely the city folk that are the highest caste have a British accent, and the meager subclass of people have an Irish accent. So, and they have red hair. Oh, I forgot they had red hair. Subtle? Not so much. Fantasy has been like for me lately. I don't really care to learn a new magic system unless it's going to blow my mind, and this one didn't blow my mind, but I think the cast undertones was refreshing in this environment, and there were a few good twists. So I know a lot of people love this one, and I would recommend it if you're a fantasy girly or man. I gave it 3 stars. Next, I finished The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. Finally, I finished it. I needed to finish it before the end of the year. I read the whole trilogy in 2025. I just kept putting it down to like get to other more timely reads. But wow, great time. Had a lovely time. I love Lord of the Rings, and I love how brief Tolkien is with his like storytelling. The way Peter Jackson interpreted Lord of the Rings was really impressive, because I didn't catch any undertones of like yearning for Arwen. Well, there's a little, but like not such a story plot point that the movie made it. But yeah, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, recommend reading. You totally should. It's great. Good. Sky Daddy by Kate Folk. This is a book where our main character Linda is sexually attracted to planes, to aircraft, and she lives a life. It's kind of autistic coded. I don't know. I haven't read anything about like the intent of it, but like you kind of assume she has an autism, and she distances herself from a lot of people because she like knows that it's not like socially acceptable. And she spends all her money on flights And she gets off during takeoff. um, but like it's all of this said, it's like a very normal book. It's just like she's trying to find like a place in the world and like manifest what she wants from her life, and like she struggles with friendship, and it's like kind of beautiful, her like friendship she has with her coworker. And I really liked the book Beautyland by Marie Helene Bertino this year, and it felt very much like that, like the same like autism coded, I don't fit in this world, but I want to do what like is right for me, and I'm not hurting anyone. Why can't I just do what I need to do? Oh, and I forgot to say that she thinks she's going to marry a plane by going down in a fiery crash that will like bind their eternal love. This is all on the dust jacket, so like no spoilers. So yeah, it was like a surprising read. It like not what I expected. I knew it was going to be weird. Like I've heard about it. But yeah, I was glad I read it. I gave it 4 stars. It was like a good time. I flew through it. I also read it when I was laid up really bad with my back, and I have to be like engaged to read when I'm like feeling shitty and sad. And it held up for sure. And then the final book I finished in December was An Absolute Casserole, the Taskmaster Compendium. We all know I watch Taskmaster on repeat daily. We leave it on for the dog. When we leave, it's the ultimate comfort show for me. It's so wholesome. And this is just like it's full of stats about the show, like the best performers and the worst performers, and like big moments, and like just like random facts. But it also gave a lot of behind the scenes stuff about it too, which is what I appreciated because I've seen all the episodes. I don't think you would like this book if you're not already a Taskmaster fan, because it is just like a retelling of a lot of like the famous epic tasks that happened and like really impacted the show. But I liked that it Alex Horne came up with the idea for Edinburgh Fringe Fest, and it was like he ran through like what it originally was and how he like had 20 comics do tasks over a year, and then they got together at Edinburgh Fringe Fest and had a show for it, and that's what I really liked about it. So I didn't rate it. It's a good time. Oh, it's right here. It's signed. Gina got it for me for my birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. It's very cute. Little Alex Horne. Favorite show. What a great book to end the year off on. Okay. That was great. Wow, that was great. Okay. I can also do a let's do quick. My best books of 2025. I look insane. Okay. You've heard of most of these books because I've talked about most of them on this channel. Okay. Oh, yeah, I have bulging discs. So, like, this is the best. This is literally what my PT tells me to do, to shove my discs back into my spinal column. So, okay. 2026 tops. Okay. I have 5 sections that I've broken out my favorite books of the year of. So, let's start with the bottom first. 5-star rereads. Lincoln the Bardo. We just covered that. Wonderful. And also Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson. I read that one last year. It was 5-star then. It's 5-star now. Wow. It's really humbling when I do this, because like the littlest things, like walking upstairs is such a fucking full body workout for me right now. Okay. That was fun is this category. Just like a good time. The Compound by Aisling Rowell. That was the Love Island dystopian-esque book that I read this summer. Loved it. The Wedding People by Alison Esbach. Also like darkly funny and like a lovely cast of characters. And then Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I have a little asterisk by Atmosphere saying, while it was fun, it was also devastating, and had the title of worst cover art of all the books I read this year. I stand by it. It's terrible. It's really bad. Okay. Epic I read a couple epic books this year. 11/22/63 by Stephen King being one. You've heard about it. I loved it. I want to read more Stephen King this year. Lord of the Rings trilogy, J.R.R. Tolkien. We just went through that. I Cheerfully Refuse by Leaf Anger. We just went through that. And also The Antidote by Karen Russell. I read that one this summer. That was so unique and so surprising. It was lovely. Whoa, that stuck with me is my next section, which includes, oh yeah, I've talked about all these books on this channel, so we'll go fast. The Trees by Percival Everett. Ooh, baby, a revenge plot, a revenge fantasy against all the lynchings that have happened in the U.S. Ooh, baby, to be American. Beautyland by Marie Helene Bettino. We talked about that one. Yep. Today, Martyr by Kaba Akbar. Wow, that was interesting. I feel like I talked about that one a lot this year. And also, Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang by Kylie Lee Baker. Ooh, that one was spooky and good. Okay, and finally, Tops of the Year. Top, tippity top. Something in the Woods Loves You by Jared K. Anderson. I needed that book in my life, and it came at the perfect time. I'm so thankful for it. Stoneyard Devotional by Charlotte Wood. We've talked about it. It is quiet, it is slow, it is reflective, and it is everything I love. Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Howarth. It is the coming of age of a woman battling with her sexuality and trying to keep her life as it is in the internal battle of do I want to follow what I need, or like do I want to keep the status quo? What will that mean for me? And finally, Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. We talked about that one as well. It just like the story just really stuck with me on that one. Okay. Wild Dark Shore. I feel like everybody loves it, so like ask anybody, they'll back me up. Okay. That's it. Send good vibes my way. I need a back surgery, I think. The referral to a surgeon is in process. Let's get it moving. 2026 gotta be better than this year, man. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm hella blessed. I have so many wonderful people in my life. There are so many things in my life that are amazing. But 2026 was really, really hard. Really challenging. Lost one of my best boys. Lost faith in my body. Started therapy. Good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do like resolutions, but I think I can be more intentional about what I'm doing and how I'm doing things. So, all right. I just watched Begonia. That was great. Go watch that. And I just put on Knock at the Cabin Door. Let's go watch that one. I'm feeling on like a spooky, weird movie trend today. Oh, okay. I gotta go lay down. I'm gonna put some ice on my back. I'm gonna lay down. See y'all soon.